going on with the engine, and also all these switches here are bespoke to nearly all the test cars. So you have here fire extinguisher armed, engine kill, battery kill, and this will be for just recording their laps during the durability cycle. And on the rear shelf is where the data logging computer normally sits.
Having worked on this project for nearly 5 years, Richard has become rather attached to this prototype.
Yes, my baby. I've worked with it for a long time now.
What will happen to it eventually?
It's going to get crushed. Yeah, it will die eventually, this car. It keeps refusing to.
The first time I went on this curve, I thought I was going to crash.
To expose any weakness from high mileage wear and tear, the team put the car through the kind of stresses it would accumulate over several years.
We're just doing a couple of maintenance checks before we hand it over to the nighttime driver.
Yeah, we do sometimes work 24 hours if the job needs to be done. We can't be holding up production, so sometimes it's imperative that we keep going. Hopefully I'll get home before my girlfriend goes to sleep.
The testing programme is not a 9-to-5 job. Continuously on the road, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, the car can accumulate more than 50,000 kilometres a month. Tonight, it's the job of Rob to do the first 3-hour night shift.
If we ran just during the day, we'd get half the amount done, and in such a short period of time we managed to gain a lot of information. I suppose a lot of us are just a bit frustrated Formula 1 drivers. Didn't get that opportunity, so we'll keep on pushing and pretending.
Tests like this are the only way McLaren can know how the car will last during its lifetime. Back at the assembly line, the new cars are about to have their engines fitted. To save on weight and space, the engine and all its ancillaries have been packed extremely tight. The assembly engineers must take utmost care when bringing the car down, guiding everything into place and making sure nothing clashes. Bolts are put in underneath the frame and the engine is fixed in place. On other stations, the interiors, final body panels and wheels are also fitted. Currently, around 10 cars are rolling off the production line every week, but Operations Director Alan Foster will need to quadruple this output to meet the initial demands for delivery, and is looking forward to moving into the new McLaren Production Centre, or MPC for short.
It's getting very busy. We're only about 2 weeks away from the planned move now to MPC, and frankly we need to get into the new building very, very quickly now.
My goodness, everywhere you see there are car parks. I think you could call that a pretty congested end of paint facility.
Obviously we're limited for space here. We've only got 5 spray booths, so therefore we can't get as much output as we'd like. So the new facility should be speed things up a great deal.
As you can see, it's like a car park at the moment.
McLaren need to start selling these cars as soon as possible in order to recoup their multi-million-pound investment.
Bottom line is we need to move cars, so I want the transition from this pre-production facility into the production facility as smooth as possible.
Despite the mounting pressure, the company remains a stickler for detail and continues with its drive for perfection.
The casters have arrived and the suppliers changed the colour of the rubber, and that's not acceptable. It's not the colour that I ordered. So it's going back and they're going to change them. That times 400 throughout the build facility would just look too dark against the background that we've developed within MPC. The colour it should be matches the cabinet and the walls in this room. As you can see, a couple of shades too dark.
With the new casters in the post, it's now just weeks before McLaren need to start delivering cars to customers, and today is the day of the big move.
My plan is we will take them over in groups of 20 so that we can give them an induction, kind of show them station locations, etc. Cars will be going after lunch from here. By the end of play today, I expect all of my team to be out of their lockers and go to work in there tomorrow morning. Okay, thank you very much, guys.
It's taken 14 months to build, and Alan realises the hard part still lies ahead.
It is quite a massive move. To think that you're going to move a whole factory in less than 8 hours is quite insane, really.
Body assembly and the paint teams are the first to move in, and Executive Chairman Ron Dennis is on one of his frequent inspections.
What we have here is our assembly hall for the 12-seat, rapidly nearing completion. The side of the factory is dedicated to the assembly of the monocell and crash structures, and then into the paint facilities.
In the old building, 5 booths painting body parts meant around 3 cars a day could be finished. But in the new facility, this can be increased tenfold.
The whole objective of having the level of detail that we strive for is to get the perfection in the finished product. It's sort of like a second home to me. You know, I have a sense of order, an attention to detail, a desire to do things really well. And time will tell whether the approach that we've taken to producing this very unique car has worked or not.
If all goes according to plan, then this new facility will enable the company to add 300 new jobs to its workforce and produce 80 cars a week to help them meet the orders they already have and the targets for future sales. But now it's time to unveil the new car at the new dealership in London's Knightsbridge.
In the end, I think it's all about selling cars to real people, and this is where it starts.
I think it looks fantastic. It looks absolutely amazing.
It's a big night. We've been looking forward to this for a long, long time. Personally, it's like going to the hospital to see your baby finally being born and brought out into the daylight.
I like the way how the doors open as well. It's really cool.
When the doors open for business, the first customer that comes through the door will be told, "I'm very sorry, it's a 2.5 year waiting list," which in this world and this market is a great thing to hear.
I've ordered 3, obviously.
This is the point that we've all been working for the past 4 or 5 years, so very, very, very excited. Difficult to put into words.
The phrase that comes to mind is "I'm clearly in" on this one.
That's when you know you've got it right, when everybody looks at it and says, you know, I wish I could have something like that.
There may be glitz and glamour at the launch, but for the engineers, there's an important message to be understood.
People say manufacturing's been dying to death in this country, but anything but. Manufacturing is getting busier and busier. We're a nation of inventors.
We've had a long history of being the best at what we do, and basically I'm just trying to carry it on.
There comes a point where we need to share it and take it, whatever comes, be it critical or praise. It will go to the market. The first car was delivered. That is the first car. The dealers will receive all of their cars by the end of the month. We will ramp production to 4,000 a year over the course of the next 4 years. We are going to be criticised, but I can tell you we are going to succeed. Thank you very much.
With the creation of their new car and the facility it's built in, McLaren know the stakes are high.
The place is so big, it's amazing. I can't believe how clean and white and sparkling, brand new everything is.
I said to one of the guys today, you know, if you went down to the hospital down the road with your arm car, you'd rather be in here having it tended to than down there.
I made that car sound like this, and that just made me feel quite proud.
You see it driving down the road and everyone's going to be like, yeah, my friend Terry fitted that car.
We've made cars in Britain for decades, and although some argue we have passed our heyday, taken as a whole, the automotive industry still accounts for around 10% of all UK exports in a highly competitive international market.
You can feel the passion in this place. There's people that have been here a long time, and we're not just here for the money.
McLaren's new car may be the latest, but it certainly won't be the last. In the next programme, we meet the engineers in one of Britain's most high-tech industries and discover how to build a satellite. From sketch to structure, see how designs come to life by visiting bbc.co.uk/how-to-build and follow the links to the Open University.
Next this evening, stay with us for a question of survival and medicine on the front line with Michael Mosley.